in honor and in memory of Father Van. So firstly, I would like to thank Father Rector from St. Joseph School North Point, who has always been very supportive. We always come here and use the infrastructure and the facilities and do all kind of functions here. Our alma mater. So thank you very much, Father and St. Joseph School. I would like to thank Mr. D.N.P.S.A.A, Director of D.N.P.S.A.A, for he's done so much from behind the scene. I know very personally, even this morning, he gave us the car and a driver to come to North Point and to pick up our 2 ambulances and take it to town. Just an example I'm giving. Can't help but talk about this. We had so many other individuals and other organizations who contributed, but I will mention Sankar Foundation, the Positive Heart team, the Friends of Sankar. They are known by so many names. Mrs. Edwards is here, and she took a great initiative in this area to contribute to the Clinic on Wheels project. She and her whole team was working more than us, I suppose, 24 hours a day. Her house had become like our club. We would just walk in, anyone would just walk in, and we were talking and planning, and so many people were coming there, and it was such a lovely atmosphere out there. And because everybody was focused on one thing, and that thing was to make this project successful. Every day in and out, so many days I would miss, but Mrs. Edward and Mr. Edward would be there. Maybe they tolerated a lot of things, serving us tea and sandwiches from his bakery and cakes. We used to go and enjoy ourselves, but at the same time, so much of brainstorming was done there and so much of planning was done, and the result of it was Darjeeling, the work of time. Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Edward. You have given in spirit, you have given in time and everything. So we are really thankful for the great initiative that the lovely couple has taken during these times. Next, I would like to thank Mr. Nima John, our very own North Pointer. Where is Mr. John? Oh, there. Thank you so much. The Mark Foundation hero, who is always there besides us. And just a couple of days, I think it was yesterday or the day before, he called up and said, Daju, I would like to donate 1 cylinder, oxygen cylinder, and 1 nebulizer machine. Thank you so much. We have Mr. Arvind Subba and his team from Darjeeling Initiative, another group of energetic, power-packed young boys, I would say, who were there all the time from the day 1 till the event day. They were working, and I would really, salute them. He lives very far away, but he camped in Darjeeling for so many days, and Arvind, I had seen him there somewhere. I don't know where he is now.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for you and your team. Thank you, Arvind. Bye. Next we have a very dedicated set of ladies and young men and women, and nowadays I see students are also involving themselves in this organization. Ms. Pinky Viswakarma from Namaste Foundation, thank you so much, and your team. They worked secretly in their own capacity, and they were raising funds for us, which we were not aware of also. And on the final day, she came up on stage in Chaurasta and said, "Sir, this is what we have collected over a few days of our own way of collecting." So thank you very much, Namaste Foundation, and thank you for being here with us also. We have our, what we call them as the Munta boys, who are amazing with their audio visuals. I would like to thank the Munta boys for making this event so so wonderful, and it's all over the social media, the videos that the world is seeing what is happening in Darjeeling. It was a shocking thing for people across the world that something like this can happen in Darjeeling. So it is the magic that was woven by the Lunta boys, the audiovisual team. The guys are here, I'm sure. Thank you very much for coming. And they are professionals, but they are doing this all free of cost just for the sake of this project, Clinic on Wheels. Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to thank Mrs. Anuja Gale from Edith Wilkins Street Foundation. Thank you very much, madam. You've always been a part of Darjeeling North School Alumni Association. She always sends her performing team here also in school during the winter camps, and she was very kind enough to send her team to Chaurasta on that day. I would like to thank the members of D.N.P.S.A.A Foundation. The boys on the ground putting up flags and checking if the flags are there or not throughout the night. The next morning the flag is gone, and Mr. Edward calls them again, and they climb up on trees and on lampposts, and they fix the flags. The whole month the flags were fluttering, and thanks to the boys from D.N.P.S.A.A Foundation. Next person, I don't see here if she is come or not. Mrs. Shraddha Rai from Zumba. Oh, there she is. Hi. Another power-packed performer all the time. 24 hours behind the wheels of this to be the Clinic on Wheels. She was always there with us and always there for us from Zumba Fitness Studio. Thank you so much, Shraddha Bani, for helping us and supporting us. We had so many volunteers from the Chakpuri Tibetan Medical Institute, and the person heading the institute, Dr. Tilde Trogowa, is our North Pointer and a member also. So I would like to thank Dr. Trogowa and his team from Tibetan Medical Institute. On my list of Thanksgiving, of course, I have Dr. Plavandas and Sister Lamu, who's been there from the very first day telling us what this is all about, because we are not from that field. So we just have this heart to do something. They are our brains. Thank you so much for guiding us. Doctor, Sister, thank you so much, and your team. I would like to thank Mr. Narayan Goenka and the Frank Ross family. They have donated a microscope and a glucometer in memory of Mr. Narayan Goenka's late brother, Gopal Goenka. Thank you very much. And they have promised us they would be giving 50 strips every month for the tests. So thank you, Frank Ross. Thank you, Mr. Narayan Goenka. Next, I'd like to thank another very, very active member during the World Cup town, Mr. Dawa from Blue Dragon Adventures. I had seen him in the morning. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for your great support during those days. Another one, very quiet, but who helped us in quite so many ways, from the Lions Gate restaurant, Mr. Swarnim Rai. Probably he is not here today, but he also extended a lot of help. Thank you, Swarnim Rai. On behalf of the members, I would like to thank our local channels who are always there to support us and put our news up, and that is Darjeeling TV, Mr. Aditya Raya and his friend, from Himali channel, Mr. Jafar Akhil, and Mr. Vishal Gupta from Darpan Chaya. They are always there for us. Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to thank Mr. Sandeep Mukherjee, the Principal Advisor of Darjeeling Tea Association. He was the first one to initiate this move. That where shall we go? We were looking for a very close by location, and then he was the one to talk to Mr. Singh, the manager of Happy Valley Tea Estate, where we are going to proceed right after this inauguration is over. So thank you very much, Mr. Sandeep Mukherjee, and thank you very much, Mr. Singh, manager, Happy Valley Tea Estate, for arranging our first mobile camp in your garden. Mr. Singh was here, I had seen him earlier. Thank you very much. Those who had attended the event on the 2nd of June in Chaurasta, we will know that great show was put on by the bikers, led by, let's say, the Darjeeling Enfielders. They have made a name for themselves, and thank you for your contribution, Darjeeling Enfielders, and the members have come here, so we would like to thank you. And then they were followed by the super bikers from Siliguri, the ACEs. So thank you very much for the members of ACEs, the super bikers. They put up a great show. Like, I think I saw those bikes for the first time in my life. And then we had other BMX stunt groups, and we had all the young boys who were doing the stage shows and DJing and beatboxing and freestyling, and it was a great event. We all remember that, and it is going to remain in the history of Darjeeling. But more than the alumni only, it was these smaller groups, these individuals, these NGOs, they were the ones to make this event such a grand success. They were the ones to put this event in the map of the world. The whole world saw this. It was not us alone. Had it not been for them, this would not have been possible. So, to all the heads of schools, to all the NGOs, the individuals, the dancers, the singers, the bikers, everybody, the cosplayers, I shouldn't forget them. They call them the Pandora's Box. The Pandora's Box, I had seen the cosplayers group. Please wave at me. Thank you so much for coming. The add-ons to that day's program, it is everybody's contribution, because this is for Darjeeling. We love this place and we want to do some service to the poor and the needy. And you all have helped us in the way possible that I can't even imagine. Had it not been for all of you, probably this would not have happened. We would not be standing with this vehicle behind us or behind me. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I hope I have not missed out anyone.